Good evening, YouTube. You guys are now watching another segment of the CaliEffect. Today, go ahead and play. All right, today we're all set. We're gonna be doing another one of my tournament games. I think it's gonna be Myatt Deuce. I think I said his name wrong again. What did I do? Blah blah blah. Yeah, Deuce. Said his name completely wrong. Deuce Myatt versus AJ Koo. Hopefully it's going to be a really good game. Yeah, I'm here. Alright. Now, it's going to be really interesting to find out what both of these players play and what they're going to be getting into. AJ is going to start off with a pot of duality on his turn. Looks like Gravekeepers with Rekindling and a tour guide. Okay, so it's obviously not Gravekeepers. Deuce obviously started off with just 3 back row. AJ go ahead and added that Gravekeeper Spy with the pot of duality. More than likely he's going to be setting that card to get ready for another big play. He's going to set the monster in defense, which I can only presume is Gravekeeper Spy. He just duality into it. In main phase 1, Deuce is going to use the Abyss Sphere. So it looks like we have 2 Mermail players already in the tournament, and this is the second video I've recorded. So that's going to be interesting to see how these Mermail players play out. So Linda is going to special summon possibly the Pike. Lead is a really strong play, but the Pike really gets you into a lot of your searches and stuff. If he discards the Marksman, he's just really going to be in a lot of problems. Yeah, AJ's definitely in a lot of problems. The Marksman's more than likely going to destroy his Gravekeeper Spy, and then Deuce can just keep on moving with his plays. Well, it'll be definitely interesting to see what AJ is playing, because we did see a tour guide and a Rekindling along with that Gravekeeper Spy. So it's possibly not Gravekeepers. Yeah, so the Gravekeeper Spy is now destroyed. It's back to Deuce's turn. Deuce is going to enter his main phase 1. And Torrential Tribute. Man. So Deuce is going to lose the Marksman that I probably would have held on to it, just because you know that Gravekeeper Spy is lurking in his deck. You know this player has a abundance of back row. Maybe I probably would have held on to that Marksman. But it seems like Deuce is going to follow up with a title play. Ooh, and AJ hits it with a warning. AJ must be going he must be going balls in. Just a warning, a title, and stop the title from being summoned. He must really need that monster off the board right now. Flamvell Fire Dog is possibly going to hit for 1900 damage on Deuce's side. The summon is fine. Flamvell Fire Dog attacks, which, like I said, this is a very interesting deck. We just saw Gravekeeper Spy. Now we're seeing Flamvell Fire Dog. It's a very interesting deck to see right now. I can only assume that the theory of his deck probably is to drop tons of monsters through the effect of Spy and Flamvell Fire Dog, and then Synchro and XC according from there, and do those type of plays. That could be it. Flamvell Fire Dog does have a couple of monsters that it can bring out. We might see, what's that tiger called? Flame Tiger or Soul Tiger or something like that? He skips his draw phase or something like that to special summon it, and then when it leaves the field it goes remove from play. That would be a pretty nice card in this deck. Deuce is going to grab the Mermail Abyss gun. His other gun's effect is going to trigger. It's going to target Pike. Pike can get his effect off. because this will start a new chain. But I think you can't discard gun, and I don't think he has any other good targets with it as well. He's gonna Exceed summon into Bahamut Shark. And Bahamut Shark is gonna destroy the Flamvell Fire Dog. And it's gonna be back. And after the Bahamut Shark, I believe, gets the strike. I believe the strike. There you go. It's more than likely going to be back to AJ's turn. Back to AJ's turn. He draws. He sets. He summons Gale. Deuce wants him to hold. A solemn warning. Uh-oh. Deuce could definitely be in some trouble. And now I'm going to be eating my coffee cake because coffee cakes are amazing. Reminds me of my childhood. AJ does have one back row. If it's a Mirror Force, he still could be in trouble because of the Pike or I'm sorry, the Linda and the Trite. He still could be a ton of trouble. If it's a D prison, it could definitely save him from game, but he'll take a lot of damage. Oh, and we also forgot about Tidal, butting his head in. Entering battle. This could be all over for AJ. Oh, the D prison, as expected, hitting the Bahamut Shark. But actually, that's still game. Yeah, that's still game. Because the Trite and the Linder suffered 3,000, and then this is another 2,000 on top of it. Oh, Gores. Gores. Man. The Gores of Emissary of Darkness. We don't see this monster too much anymore. It's really underappreciated. But it definitely saved AJ from losing this game, this turn. AJ's going to lose the token. And that's basically going to end Deuce's turn. AJ summons Tour Guide from the Underworld. It's going to be extremely interesting. Tour Guide is going to summon Tour Guide for the obvious reasons. And then he's going to Exceed summon into Wind Up Zenman. We're seeing a little old school coming from here. Now, I don't know what Wind Up Zenmains is going to really do in attack. I guess he wants to destroy both monsters. or probably even the back row. Man. Just from he's viewing his deck to summon. No targets. He's thinking. Well, who's Cyber Eyes? Oh. I'm not going to be able to talk to him at this given moment. But, hi Cyber Eyes, I see you. And that's going to be a little too much, probably too many combos for AJ to handle. Maybe if the Zenmains was in defense, he'd be able to pull off a couple of other plays or more plays. He's going to grab the Fishfork Archer. Things aren't really going to seem too good right now. In phase, Zenmains is going to destroy. Going to destroy the pike. I guess that would prevent Deuce from going into the arc play, provided that Deuce doesn't have a level 4, which is a pretty smart move. But wind up Zenmains is 1500 attack. It's kind of susceptible to a lot of hits. Deuce is going to go with the salvage to get the Lind and the gun back to his hand. Deuce is thinking about his next play. I'm thinking of a way that AJ could probably surmount a comeback. He's down by a couple of cards in his hand. Deuce is just about to make a big play with Megalo, allowing him to special summon more monsters. Then he's going to probably retrieve the title from his graveyard. So that's going to be even more problems. There's a Watcher's chat? Sweet. I didn't know that. So, effect 1, Gund is 2. He means the other way. So, Gund is 2. Gund is 1, effect is 2. Okay. So, he's trying to activate his summoned monster's effect. There you go. I guess he doesn't care. He's going to exceed into probably the Silent Arc to take the Zenmains away. And then a title play just might wrap it all up for us. Alright, he'll probably take the Gores. If he does take the Gores, yeah, he'll probably just take the Gores, summon the title, hit the Zenmains a couple of times. That actually does seem like the better play, because when you do that, you have to summon the title, go into Draco, Sack, or Big Eye maybe, and then get rid of the Gores that way. Either way, it's a lot of... Either way, I think game is pretty much decided. Especially with that Lind just hitting the field. That field. interesting game one. AJ, he has a really original deck. I really like the way I can see the thought process in his deck list. It's pretty well thought out, but it seems to be outpaced by Mermail's. It was a little slow because he lost the rock paper scissors, and then the Mermail player Deuce was able to capitalize on everything on AJ's deck, just not being able to keep up with Mermail's and do a whole bunch of shenanigans. So they're definitely siding. Maybe AJ has a hard counter for Mermail's, or Mermail's just isn't the best matchup for his deck, and we're gonna definitely get into it. The sighting now. I wonder, well, if I'm a Mermail player, I see Flamvell, Fire Dock, I think of Synchros. I see Tour Guide and Exceeds. Morphing Jar and Decrease are definitely coming in. What will be going out? That's a tricky one right there. On Deuce's side, I saw Salvage, and that's something I'm just not really good for. I don't really like Salvage. So in my opinion, that probably would have been the thing coming out. AJ is going to duality of Flamvell Fire Dog, duality in Typhoon. It's going to add the Flamvell Fire Dog. Probably, I think that's one of the key cards to his deck. He still has a very interesting deck. So 2 back row, 1 monster in defense. And you can buy it now, the Mystical Space Typhoons for TCG player for 50 cents. The struggle. That's all I can say. I like how the low is 50 cents and the high is 43. It's crazy. Deuce is going to follow over 4 back row. AJ is going to summon Doom Caliber Knight. He's going to poke at the Doom Caliber for 1900 damage. This is effectively going to stop the Lin plays. Unless Deuce activates the Mirror Force. Oh, looks like I spoke a little early. Maybe AJ has Lance, Dress, Trap Stun. Wow, didn't see that coming. Really, really smart of AJ Koo to be running Trap Stuns, because in theory, you think that the Mermail player plays a lot, or what am I at in battery? I'm good in battery. The Mermail player plays a lot. Let me go to Watcher's Chat or something just to keep up. The Mermail player plays a lot, and he might like. You saw Solemn Warning, so you're expecting back row. Stuff like that can happen. The Book of Moon, the struggle, Das Struggle. So yeah, that was really smart of the Trap Stun. Deuce is going to main phase 2, the Abyss Sphere, the play that he desperately needed. Does AJ have a response? That was really smart, AJ. I got to give it to you. That Doom Caliber Knight. We're stuck in main phase 2. The sphere. Okay, it's not my computer. AJ is given the okay. Deuce is looking through his deck. And the Lind obviously comes out. And what is going to follow up off of the Lind play? Abyss Pike. Probably discarding that. Marksman, like I predicted, to destroying the Doom Cal or the back row. You probably don't want to go into a face down card you really don't know. You want to get rid of what you already know. Unless you have an answer to Doom Caliber right now, then the back row will probably, if you do have the answer to Doom Caliber, the back row would definitely. You really don't care about this card that much because you already know these two could be imminent threats. But he's going to hit the Gravekeeper Spy, the Night Assailant, the Typhoon, okay. And so he might have an answer for Doom Caliber Knight in the form of a monster with attack, especially since he just searched for Fishpork Archer. There you go. The Archer play. So there we go into the Gungnir just to run it over. Gungnir effect. Ooh, discarding the gun to get over the Doom Caliber Knight. And then Gun's effect will special summon Linda. So that's 4,000 on the board right now. That's already half of AJ's life points. Not good. Not good. If AJ has a panic button, he needs to hit it right now. Tour guide. Fiendish Chain the tour guide. Oh. And then this is just about game because the Gungnir gets over the tour guide. That's another 4,000 on the board. Oh, okay. So he doesn't want to attack for game, maybe. Maybe he sees Gores. Maybe the card is too good to give up for Gores. I mean, you know, in the case of Gores. But it does allow AJ one last turn. The second tour guide. The second tour guide is fine. It will fetch AJ either another tour guide or the tour bus, or oh, he actually, the Night Assailant's in graveyard, so it's just gonna fetch the other tour guide to go into Zenmaines possibly. And Zenmaines is a card that Deuce might have a problem with. He's gonna have to give up a lot of resources just to get over the Zenmaines. Abyss Sphere. Maybe just the Gaios play. That might work too. The Gaios play will definitely work. And then Gaios effect negates Zenmaines. Being able to effectively get over to Zenmaines, Lind will swing for game. Jacob's thinking. Maybe Battle Fader, or I don't know, what could he have? The Zenmain goes to grave. And the Lind attacks for game. That was a pretty good game. Congrats to AJ. I liked his deck. It was definitely different. Trying to play something different instead of, you know, Mermails or Firefist or something. He's a very able player, but he wants to bring something different to the game, and you gotta appreciate that from him. Deuce was playing Mermail, just a really interesting matchup. The deck just couldn't keep up with Mermail's raw power, consistency, just the ability to slam so many monsters on the board. Thank you guys for watching another segment of the Cali Effect. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy.